All of a sudden, I just see her face was just gone.
And her grieving parents will never be able to erase the nightmarish scene from their minds.
I still have to block it. I still have to pretend like it didn't happen.
Mom Tammy and Dad Joe found it difficult to talk about Ashleigh without breaking down when they told Crime Watch Daily's special correspondent Kim Goldman of their heartbreak.
It's hard, huh?
Ashleigh held a special place in their hearts as the only girl among their 3 children.
What was her role in the family?
She was like a little mama to her little brother, Alex.
There comes Ashley now.
They say she was about the nicest kid any parent could hope to have.
She was a sweetheart. She really was, from the day she was born.
Happy birthday, Ashley.
No matter what, says Joey Clancy, Ashleigh's best friend since kindergarten.
Even if she was like not having the greatest day, she was so funny.
Ashleigh had also done her mom and dad proud as a quiet overachiever.
She was very smart. She didn't like to let anybody know that, but high school was a breeze for her.
Why didn't you want anybody to know she was smart?
She was very shy that way. She didn't like anybody to make a big deal out of her.
Even with the world at her feet after finishing high school, Ashleigh happily took a job at an Arby's near the family home in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, while deciding what career she would pursue.
She really didn't know. Her options were open.
And on the night she'd be killed, Ashleigh came home from work as usual and watched a Packers game with the family.
She took her shower and then went to bed.
The next thing Tammy remembers is suddenly being jolted from her sleep.
I just specifically remember jumping out of my sleep like,
But she didn't know what had woken her.
you know, and I'm looking at my alarm clock and it said 2 o'clock, 2 a.m. And now thinking back, I really believe that's when she died. So then I get up and I open the door up, and in front of me is standing this person with a gun, a big long gun.
And what did you do?
I'm like, oh my God, I thought we were being robbed.
And Joe, were you still sleeping?
She had called my name and said, check on Ashleigh, check on Ashleigh.
In the upstairs bedroom,
I'm like, Ashleigh, Ashleigh. I get up there and it's like, I couldn't really see that well.
Joe was about to reel back in horror at the sight of his beloved teenage daughter lying dead in her bed after being brutally shot point blank in the face.
And all of a sudden, I just see her face was just gone.
What did you do when you saw that?
I just started screaming, who would do something like this?
A distraught Tammy couldn't bring herself to look at her daughter's body.
That would have made it real. To me, it wasn't real.
Nobody in the house, including the Loves' 2 sons, heard the gunshot that killed Ashleigh. Fired by a masked intruder who'd broken into their house and then escaped through one of the doors. And Tammy thinks he may have had an accomplice with him.
I heard something, like a flash. I could see like somebody else running.
But police can't say if there may have been a second intruder.
So did you have DNA or fingerprints or anything that was left behind that night?
We recovered evidence, and some of the evidence we can't disclose at this time, but there is and has been evidence to the crime lab and back.
Milwaukee detectives had quickly discounted burglary as a motive after learning nothing was missing from the house.
Is that a crime of passion or retaliation? How do you think you'd classify that?
I think when you have a crime like this, you don't know for sure what their motive is until they explain it.
It was 2 a.m. I mean, she was asleep, so we don't know what kind of interaction there was between her and the suspect, or if the suspect just came up there and shot her.
But they suspect Ashleigh had been specifically targeted.
If it's random, that would be scary.
Tammy had described the gunman to detectives as a Hispanic male about 20 years old, of average height and build.
He had short, black spiked hair, wearing a dark zippered sweater or jacket.
And police scoured Ashleigh's social media accounts looking for anyone who may have matched that description.
They were all thoroughly reviewed, and nothing led us to a suspect.
None of Ashleigh's friends appeared to be a suspect either.
We have talked to everybody that we were aware of that she socialized with, interviewed them, we obtained their background information.
But detectives would get reports that Ashleigh had been secretly meeting with a mystery man on several occasions before her killing.
And it appeared to the people that saw those two interact that she didn't want other people to know she was meeting with this person, kind of like a secret friend or an acquaintance of some sort.
And they would hold a joint press conference with Ashleigh's family in an effort to find the so-called mystery man.
Right now, we just need to talk to him to find out what he can tell us about his involvement with Ashleigh.
Ashleigh's anguished parents plead with him to come forward.
We feel like we are in hell and we can't climb out. Please, we beg of you, come forward. Anything, just any information that you, even if you think it doesn't matter, just tell the police, please.
But lifelong friend Joey Clancy is surprised Ashleigh didn't confide in her if she had a secret boyfriend.
They talk about people with double lives and stuff, but Ashleigh was like way too honest to have a double life.
There were also reports Ashleigh had been seen getting into a blue pickup truck with an unidentified man in the months before her murder. But investigators couldn't confirm them.
We were unable to identify that particular truck or someone that would admit to being that person that picked her up.
And they're still no closer to finding Ashleigh's killer than when they found her shot to death 7 years ago.
And that's what's hard and frustrating for us.
But Ashleigh's mom refuses to give up hope, visiting her daughter's grave every day and vowing to keep visiting it until her murderer is brought to justice.
You're never supposed to bury your children.
Exactly. She just started her life. Usually I go every day to the cemetery. I know she's not there. I go there for me. I could talk to her and I feel her. That's what I do it for.
I'm Chris Hansen. If you like this story, make sure you tune in every day to Crime Watch Daily. You can find where the show airs in your city at crimewatchdaily.com. Watch it live or record it on your DVR and watch it at night. And to all those criminals out there, remember, we are watching.